PDF. Both are same. This call is now being recorded. Only language might be changed. Only language might be changed. Everything else is same. Now
Okay,
we are
sir.
moving towards remaining exercise. Question number 4. Answer in short. First question read by Puruswani Kresa.
Yes, sir. Which which cities were settled around Delhi during Muhammad Tughlaq's rule? Tughlaqabad, Firozabad, Hisar, Jampur, Firozpur, Fatehabad, etc. cities were settled around Delhi during Muhammad Tughlaq's rule.
Very good. Here you need to describe the name of cities where developed, settled, established, whatever the word is used. Surrounding Delhi or nearby Delhi during the time of Muhammad bin Tughlaq. Name of few cities are there: Tughlaqabad, Firozabad, Hisar, Jaunpur, Firozpur, Fatehabad, etc. These were the cities which were developed or settled or established. Any of the word can be used during the time of Muhammad Tughlaq. Second one, describe the architecture of Sultanate period. Ganatra Nishtha.
The The establishment of the Delhi Sultanate marked the beginning of the construction of Indo-Islamic style architecture in India. During the Sultanate period, significant works of architecture like forts, mosques, tombs, houses, gardens, gates, minarets, etc. were constructed. Major of them are Qutub Minar, Thaidin Ka Jhopda, Jama Masjid, Hauj-e-Khas, Alai Darwaza, etc. were constructed during the Sultanate period.
Very good. In this question, you need to describe the architectural work or construction work during the time of Sultanate period or Delhi Sultanate. As the beginning, the establishment of Delhi Sultanate means by this, after the establishment of Delhi Sultanate, new era in architecture has been started in India. It was Indo-Islamic culture in construction, Indian style as well as Islamic style, means merger of both, because the ruler were Islam, artisans were mostly Indians, and as they were in India, they were also inspired by Indian architecture, and so that construction of Indo-Islamic style was developed during the time of Sultanate period. During this period, many architectural work over fort, mosque, tombs, houses, gardens, gates, minarets, etc. Means these are the names of different types of buildings. They were constructed during the time of Sultanate or Sultanate period. Major buildings of them are Qutub Minar, Thaidin Ka Jhopda, Jama Masjid, Hoje Khas, Alai Darwaja, etc. Means if you remember more name, you can also write more name. But I have written only enough names during the Sultanate period. Means in this answer, you need to remember how it was started, what were included in construction, and which were major of them. If you answer these three short questions, it is easier to write this. Next one, give brief information about Krishna Dev Rai. Third one is Asnani Keya.
Krishnadev Rai was born in the Tuluva dynasty, who was the best ruler of Tuluva dynasty of the Vijayanagar Empire. He even got the honor of being a great ruler of India. He won many battles during his reign. Although he spent most of his life on the battlefield, he did not neglect the administration. He got lakes and canals dug in the state and enriched agriculture. He abolished some unjust taxes and gained love of the people. He established a town called Nagalpur near Vijayanagar and decorated it with various buildings and temples. Krishnadev Rai was great scholar. He wrote several texts in Sanskrit and Telugu due to the spread of literary art. He became well known as the Bhoj of Andhra.
Yes, here you need to describe about Krishna Dev Rai. First thing, he was belong to Tuluva dynasty. He is considered as the best ruler of Vijayanagar Empire. He also got the honor of great ruler not only for his dynasty or empire but whole country. Mostly he was involved in battles, means most of time he passed in the battlefield. But he also provided the time in administration and development of his kingdom. Means he did not neglect administration. He has constructed lakes, canals, and dug wells, tap wells, etc. And thus he enriched the agriculture. Besides this, in administration, he abolished means cancelled some unjust taxes over the people. And because of this, people love Krishnadev Rai. He also established a town. Name of town is Nagalpur. It is near Vijayanagar. And decorated this town means decorated Nagarpur with various buildings and temples. Besides a good warrior as well as administrator, he was also a great scholar. He himself wrote some texts in Sanskrit as well as Telugu language. And because of this, he is known as Bhoj of Andhra. Because King Bhoj, he was also famous King Bhoj of Madhya Pradesh was also famous of lover of literature. Similarly, and so that he is known as Bhoj of Andhra. This way,
Sir,
this way the chapter is going to finish. Yes, now
sir,
what's your
encried means
yes?
encried means
What encried?
yes in this answer written.
Just a minute, where is this?
Say dug in the state and enriched
Enrich.
agriculture.
Enrich means to make prosperous. To make prosperous, enrich. There any question?
Okay. Abolished means
Abolish means to delete, cancel.
okay.
In generally we call abolish means to destroy, but here to cancel. Then very good. Now any question from your side?
No, sir.
Okay, then we can move towards next. Now whatever the syllabus would be asked in our Ekam Kasoti, it is already clear. In Ekam Kasoti unit 1, 2 and 10 according to the government instruction. If there is change, we will inform. Now we are again going with our textbook. Just a minute, where is textbook? Yeah. Unit 10. As 10 we have completed 11. Components of the environment and interrelationship. Here we will discuss about different components. Lithosphere, hydrosphere, atmosphere and biosphere. As we know, lithosphere means land area over which we live. Hydrosphere means water bodies. Then atmosphere. Be aware with this word. Mixture of different gases. And biosphere means life. This four is possible on the earth only. We will discuss about these four components. Then we will also discuss man-made environment in this chapter. As environment is natural, but we disturb it for the sake of development. In the picture you can see aeroplanes, boats, vehicles, electricity. Here you can see dish TV, tractors, and thus we are disturbing it. How? What would be its effect? We will discuss in this topic. The next topic is distribution of water. Now in hydrosphere, what kind of water distribution is there? How much amount of water is there at different area? As we know, major part of hydrosphere means water area lies with ocean. Here, name of four oceans are given: Pacific, Atlantic, Indian, and Arctic. Besides this, one more ocean has been found, Southern Ocean, but here it is not discussed in this chapter. Then we will discuss about sea waves and apes, how they occur and how they are useful to us. It is because of moon. Then ocean current. When we go to seashore, we like to play bath in ocean current. They are also useful for generating electricity. How they are useful, why it happens, we will discuss in this topic. Now next one is interrelationship. As we have discussed four components: hydrosphere, lithosphere, atmosphere, and biosphere. How these all are internally connected with one another. We will discuss here in this chapter. Then after pollution, as we know, for the sake of development, we destroy these four components, whether it is lithosphere, hydrosphere, or atmosphere. And due to this, biosphere is also affected. How? We will discuss what are the types of pollution as land pollution and measures. Means in land pollution, how we pollute land, how can we prevent land pollution. Then we discuss about water pollution, measures to prevent air pollution, again measures to prevent, and noise pollution, sound, related to sound, how it affected to us, and what are the steps to prevent it. This way, we will discuss these topics in this chapter. Now, any question from your side? Okay, then we are going to start Unit 11. Again, repeat, if you have a question, you can ask. Okay, we will discuss this in next video. Today we are discussing internally.